The Bible describes 4 angels chained beneath a river. Not in heaven, not in hell, beneath a specific river. And they are waiting for one exact moment to be released. That river is the Euphrates, and it is drying. But before we assume anything, we need to look at what the text actually says, because what comes next is disturbingly precise. Revelation 9:14 says, "Loose the 4 angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates." Notice the wording, not near, not beyond, bound in the river. Verse 15 says they were prepared for an hour a day, a month, and a year to kill 1/3 of mankind. This is not poetic language. It is specific, timed, measured, and that level of precision is unsettling, because it raises one unavoidable question. Why would angels be restrained at all? And that question leads us somewhere even more disturbing. Scripture does not describe them as holy. They are restrained, which implies rebellion. In Genesis 6, 200 watchers descended to earth. We explored them in a previous video, but Revelation describes something different. Not 200. 4 leaders, commanders. Some theologians believe they are high-ranking fallen beings. Others argue they represent empires or spiritual forces behind nations. But the language of restraint is important. In Scripture, holy angels are sent. Fallen angels are chained. 2 Peter 2:4 speaks of angels cast into chains of darkness. Jude 1:6 echoes the same imagery. Chains, restraint, waiting for judgment. And if they are waiting, then the location matters. And that location is not random. The Euphrates is not random. It appears in Genesis. It marked one of the rivers of Eden. It formed the boundary of ancient empires. Babylon rose along it. Assyria marched across it. Persia ruled beyond it. Civilizations rose and fell beside this river. And Revelation 16:12 says, "The river will be dried up to prepare the way for the kings from the east." The same river, twice mentioned in end times prophecy. For centuries it flowed uninterrupted. In recent decades, drought cycles, upstream dams, and regional water management have significantly lowered water levels in parts of the Euphrates. That does not automatically mean prophecy is unfolding. It reflects environmental and political realities of our time, but it does force a chilling realization. If the river is named, and the river is changing, then what happens when the restraint ends? Because Revelation does not stop at 4 angels. It describes something far larger. Revelation 9:16 describes an army of 200 million. When John wrote that, the global population was far smaller than that number. For centuries, scholars believed it was symbolic. Today, the number no longer sounds impossible. But here is what many people overlook. The 4 angels are released first. Then the army appears, which suggests command structure, authority, hierarchy. This is not chaos. It is organized. In our previous video, we examined the 200 fallen watchers, but Revelation presents something more concentrated, more controlled. 4 bound, waiting. And that leads to the most important question of all. Is this literal or symbolic? There are 2 major interpretations, literal, that 4 spiritual beings are restrained in a specific geographic region until a divinely appointed moment, or symbolic, that they represent forces of chaos, war, political power, or judgment released upon the earth. Both interpretations agree on one thing: the timing is controlled, not by chance, not by climate, not by geopolitics, by permission. In Revelation, nothing is released until it is allowed. And that idea is both terrifying and strangely reassuring. Whether literal or symbolic, the message is not fear. It is warning. Restraint implies mercy. If something is bound, it means it has not yet been permitted to act. And that delay is grace. The Euphrates may rise or fall, empires may shift, nations may realign. But the text remains. 4 angels, bound, waiting. And according to Revelation, the appointed time has already been written. And when that moment arrives, it will not be accidental. If you want to understand how this connects to the 200 watchers of Genesis, watch the video on your screen. Because Revelation does not begin in chapter 9, it begins in the rebellion. And that rebellion is still unfolding.